probably, like, I feel like of the Pokemon here, I kind of like Tepig the best. But I like the others too. I like Totodile, I like Chikorita. But yeah, I feel like my instinct is Tepig, so I'm gonna go Tepig. Buy a pig Pokemon, it breathes fantastic flames from its nose. You want to battle alongside Tepig? Yeah, I do. Great, now be ready to enjoy your first ever Pokemon battle here in Lumia City. How much longer are you gonna drag your feet? I'm ready! All that waiting drained my momentum. Time to get back into gear. No way am I gonna get beat by a Pokemon first timer. Real quick, I'll tell you the very basics of Pokemon battles. You gotta order your new buddy Tepig to use its moves to attack the other Pokemon. If the opposing Pokemon's HP, hit points, fall to 0, you win! You're going down. Pancham gave us a shot at revenge and we won't miss. I respect that spirit. You're gonna have an egg on your face for real if you lose to a newbie. Hey, focus up, Urbane. You're dealing with me. Right, I'm sure you got much stronger in the day since I beat you. I know it's your first match, but you can do this. Have faith in your Pokemon's strength. You can always use moves that lower the opponent's defense too. Yeah, so how does the gameplay on this work, right? Because, yeah, I never played the other Legends game. Was there a game where we started off without a tutorial? I get too impatient. Yeah. Definitely not, right? That's an issue with Pokemon, is that I feel like even though the franchise is like years, like decades old now, they still make games with the mind that the person playing it is a 6-year-old who has never played a video game before, right? So they've got to tell us like all these really basic stuff, like not even just basic Pokemon stuff, but just like basic video game stuff, like, you know, use the left stick to move. Like, I know. Can we speed it up? But because it's like, because the tutorials are like ingrained with the cutscenes, you can't skip them. It's so annoying. Too bad I'll beat you before you can use it. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing at all that Pokemon wants to make games for kids. That's fine. Make games for kids. I don't care. I don't care how easy it is. I don't care how like kid-focused it is. That's fine. I just wish it had like quality of life features like skipping tutorials and, you know, stuff like that, so that us who do want to like skip past it like can. But anyway, you were challenged by Andy the Backpacker. Andy the Backpacker sent up Pancham. Go to Pig. Hold down ZL to focus on the opposing Pokemon you want to target. Use A or other buttons to order your Pokemon to use moves. Once the opposing trainer Pokemon have HP, use 0. Okay. Tail Whip. Tackle. Okay. Without it, might make the gameplay time be cut in half. Gotta fluff it up. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I can move around, but I don't know if there's any point in me moving around, really. You really held your own. But this was supposed to make us feel better, not you. We lost. And to a newbie at that, I'm more disappointed in myself than in Pancham. Please tell me you won, Andre. Nope. Can't believe I thought I'd score a next day comeback. My Pokemon and I are so let down. This is why you and I get along so well. We even lose together. If you're that upset, wait till night falls and come try again. No way. We're not dealing with you again. Not even if we meet during a royale. You can have your bad back. Pancham says sorry. Now au revoir. You retrieve your travel bag. Cool. Don't leave me hanging. You want a fist bump? Yeah, fist bump. Put them knuckles out. I I did say before I liked Pokemon X and Y, right? But I definitely feel like those games were like the original sin for the Pokemon franchise of like being very like cutscene focused and story focused in a way that people didn't like, you know, like I don't think anybody like really cared for the characters in X and Y, like your rivals and stuff, but there were so many cutscenes about them and I didn't really mind it, but I understand, and it's like it's only gotten worse. Like all the issues with X and Y, it's like I understand why people don't like them, but it didn't bother me. But like, it definitely got worse with every game. Why don't you keep Tepig as your partner? Something tells me you two are going to be great together. Thanks so much. Here, have Tepig's Pokeball too. We keep Pokemon in these to bring them around with us. See, even just like the exposition, it's so unnatural because it's like, yeah. I know. I've lived in this world since, you know, I was born. I know what a Pokeball is. Tepig looks as happy as you are. But it's like I said, these games are designed with the idea that, oh, children who've never played Pokemon before are going to play this. Which is like, that's fine. They should have the details in for them. But can't you deliver it in a way that isn't, you know, so hand-holdy? I mean, yeah, you grew up in the world. You were taught this in poker schools. Exactly. You became Tepig's trainer. Like, I hate unnatural exposition. It's like such a pet peeve of mine. Like, exposition dumps in general are so annoying, but it's like, you know, there's a better way to give this information to the player. Like, I feel like there was what was it? Some gacha game that was like, I didn't play very much of. It was Ethereum Restart, was it called? That game was so annoying because like you started it and then there's this character who's like, so we've been working together for 10 years, and it's like, I would, like, my character would know this already. Why are you talking to me like this? That nobody talks to each other like this, you know? But it's like, that was the only way they could come up with to, like, convey that information to the player. Don't worry, Comet. You're gonna love the Pokemon trainer life. Unless you have amnesia, like, no, our character didn't. But, like, amnesia is a good plot device for, you know, giving an excuse for why all these characters need to provide you exposition. Like, one of my favorite games is Final Fantasy X, right? And I think Final Fantasy X does it really well because it establishes that your character is from another world or another time. It's, you know, I won't explain all of it, but it's like, because your character is like a fish out of water, all these other characters are explaining stuff to you as if you don't know about it because your character doesn't. And it's like, that's all you have to do to make it like make sense. But instead a lot of these like stories are like, you know. Oh man, it's nightfall already? And here we are in a battle zone. Rotten luck. What's a battle zone? We're gonna move, so here's the deal, super short version. Battle zones are intense. Anyone who finds you in here can challenge you to a battle on the spot. So can I challenge him to a battle? But I know somewhere safe and it's right nearby. Let's get going. We'll have these two Pokemon take care of your bag. Chikorita and Totodile, you got this. Chico! Toto! Thanks. They'll be fine. Other Pokemon will leave them alone. Plus, those two can climb fences and get into places where people can't follow them. Unfortunately, that won't work for us, so we gotta hightail it out of this battle zone. Follow me. Come on, follow me. They're cute little servants, yeah. Yeah, so what's this battle zone thing? Because I don't remember that being a thing in X and Y. We're almost there. Whoa. What have we got here? Pair of battle zone loiterers. You must be after a Pokemon battle. So square up and give me your best shot. No, wait, my friend here isn't part of... I don't believe anyone asked you. Sounds like you got a veto comment. Don't worry, you and your partner can win this. Okay. The points I earn from trouncing you will propel me up the ranks. You were challenged by Bridge of the Waitress. Tail Whip. Ember. Is Ember a physical or a special type move? The tactical. Tepic is more physical, right? I feel like it is. Bridge of the Waitress sent out Bunnelby. Tail Whip. Oh. So when one move is on cooldown, you can use other moves. Interesting. So it's not really turn-based like Pokemon normally is. Okay. Victory. Another night spent battling in the ZA Royale with no points to show for it. Wait a second, are you not competing in the Royale? I tried to tell you. Oh, I've wasted precious nighttime on the most useless opponent in the battle zone. Whoa. Okay, wow, Comet, you're something. I don't know about that. You and Tepic have some serious teamwork going. Anyway, now you know how intense battle zones can be. So here's my advice as your kind new friend who loves helping people. Let's get the heck out of here before someone else comes after us looking to battle. Ooh. They're blocking our path. Look, I'm trying to get our hotel guests to safety. Let us through, would you? Too bad for your guest. Once you step into a battle zone, you're a target like everyone else. If you want a target, I'm right here. Hit-oo! I think if this guy had a voice, he should be voiced by Sayu, you know? Flower with the black flower, huh? You don't see that every day. Let's get with the battles. Ooh. Don't hit them! Whoa! Huh. I really do enjoy seeing the 3D Pokemons though versus sprites. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I like the sprites. I do kind of agree with you. That I like the 3D Pokemons. I think something that would be really cool is if like they made a Pokemon game where like the battles were 3D because they're just turn-based, like a normal Pokemon game, not like this one, but like if the battles were 3D and so you got to see all these like animations and special effects, but like the overworld stuff was like pixels, so they didn't have to worry too much about like overworld map design, because I feel like that's where the complaints come in, right? You know, people complain about how, like, in this game, you're in this one city, and the entire city is one texture. You know? And it's like, why are the windows so flat? That kind of thing. Wouldn't be much of a problem if it was like, pixel, you know, like the retro Pokemon games. But like, if it was like, you know, once you start a Pokemon battle, if it like, and then it goes to 3D, that would be cool. That would be like classic Final Fantasy or something like that. That'd be fun.